Hi, fellow traders. Yes, I am working it out. I'm making the adjustments and I am working it out. And that's what we have to do. I said earlier this week, no excuses, just adjustments. And I had to make adjustments. We are going into the summer and you'll notice the volume really goes down after 10:30, 11. It doesn't come back after lunch. And there's a specific way that we have to attack the market, and we have to really put our focus in on the first part of the day. The morning is where we're going to make our money in the summer. And going through those, I shared those with you yesterday and kind of put them into play today. So let's take a look at PLCE. Now this one was on our watch, and I had it, for opening range trade, and it set up, but the spread was just too wicked. It was just too wicked. We didn't get a whole lot of volume in this, which really hurt the spread a lot. So I kind of waited, and as we roll back over, I got in. I thought we were going to sell off, come back down and test the lows again, but we didn't. I got in and the price action just kind of went sideways and just didn't really do much. So when I didn't like the price action, I didn't like the way it was feeling, so I ended up just taking it off. And you're going to see me do that a lot this summer. Now sometimes I may take it off and then it eventually works. That's fine. But you can see in this case, it didn't really work. And I would have got stopped out with a pretty significant loss, if I just held on to this. Never got back down to this level. So, and that's what we talked about yesterday in our webinars about reading price action and being able to determine when a shift in momentum, may be coming. And that's pretty much, what I felt here. So, just a small trade, nothing big on it, but I didn't take the loss. I wasn't stubborn and then just waited and let it stop me out. Now, I know going into the summer, like I said, we just lose volume after 11. That's not to say that there won't be any opportunities. They're going to be few and far between. But one of the things that we look for after lunch or after the morning session, we look for breaking news. And today, CBS, had some breaking news. Unfortunately, it came out when I was at lunch. I try to go to lunch early, around 11, so I can be back by 12:30 when things are coming out of lunch, and I can look to take some positions. But, I might have to change that because it seems like more and more now there are opportunities happening during the time I'm at lunch, when normally it would be slow here. But, I'm probably going to have to adjust that time as well. But I am going to take lunch. I am going to get away from my platform. I'm not going to sit here all day because it's unhealthy. And especially for me, it's unhealthy. So I need to get away. I need to recharge the batteries. And it keeps me fresh. So it's just a matter of me adjusting my lunch time to fit the activity in the market. So that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. The stock that I took the most trades on and kind of over traded going into the afternoon, but that was really to demonstrate what can happen if you don't take my advice. But you can see here, this stock open. This was on our watch too. I was actually looking for this long at the open, maybe setting up for opening range breakout. But we didn't. We didn't get it. We kind of sold off. And this happens a lot. When a stock runs up like this, you're going to have people taking profit when the market opens. And that's kind of what we saw here. And so I was definitely looking for the bounce. I knew we were going to bounce and we're going to come back. But I had to wait until we cleared the VWAP and the 9. I had to wait. I couldn't wait for it to get all the way back up for opening range breakout. We were already, almost 10 o'clock. After 15 minutes, I'm pretty much not going to worry about the opening range trade. I'm going to shift to, in this case, this was a VWAP push. And, we're bouncing and we're pushing up. And we got great moves here. I missed my cover here. And I was really upset with myself because I did not put my target in. Had I put my target in, I would have made at least $50, $60 more on this trade. But I didn't put my target in. And when it came back, I had to click it because I didn't know if we were pulling back or not. So I lost, a good 15 cents on this first cover here. A good 15 cents I missed on it. But then I got my second cover, got that one on point. And then I was waiting for it to break this new high, and I had my final target at 51. Well, it just couldn't do it. We ended up selling off, and I went ahead and took it off. And I was going to wait and reset. And so we kind of, I was watching it while I was at lunch and ended up getting in, here looking for the move up through 51. I, covered some here when this thing started to roll over on me. And as we came back, took the rest off at break even. And then I went to short it. So we shorted it, coming into the lunch hour. Hit VWAP, perfect target. But then it bounced and took me back out at break even. So these are the type trades that we're going to get, during lunch after 11. After this volatility is over, we're just going to be, messing around. And if you continue trading, you're going to end up giving some back. So up to this point right here, I was up. Well, to this point, I was up 206 bucks. I did give up some. I should have been up maybe 250, 260. Had this one been perfect, but I missed that cover, and that kind of put a dent in that. Everything else worked out pretty good. But this is not the time or the place to be taking trades. When the price action slows and everything kind of fizzles out, this is a good place to give money back. And, that's what we did. We went from 206.80 to, after that last trade, 106.49. Gave back $100 trying to trade this pathetic price action here. And, so this is why I tell you guys, don't trade. Unless you get breaking news or anything like that, there's no need for you to trade. No reason. Lock in. We're going to focus on locking in the morning. Then after lunch, you don't have to be here. It may be one day during the week. It may be one day in every 2 weeks. Who knows when we'll get breaking news, or when we have something come out and we get a trade after lunch. But we're gonna focus on the open. We're gonna be looking long. We're gonna be looking short. Really gonna focus in on that opening volatility, because after lunch we're gonna get slim pickings. So that's gonna be the focus going forward here. Now, I wanted to email this out this morning after we took the position on it. We did post it in chat. But I was locked out of the email server and I could not get in. So that just added to my frustration. And, but I will be emailing this out this evening so you guys can have it in your email. But, we took this PLNT. This was a 20 EMA crossover setup that we had. Here's what we were looking at this weekend. We looked at Sunday. Monday we sold off. On Tuesday, we held the 50. And, we pushed off of it. Yesterday, we crossed back over. So today, it opened higher by, only 1 cent, but it triggered an entry. I was a little late on my entry, but that's fine. I'm expecting it to continue to push up. My stop is just below the low of this candle here. So if we come back and take out this, I'll be done with it. And yeah, this is one that I would have to hold over the weekend. I missed the entry on Monday for the stock on my main watch, because obviously I'm focusing more on the day trading, and I didn't get over in time to really get the entry I wanted, and I had to miss out. So I ended up taking this, and yeah, as long as I'm still in, I will be holding it over the weekend. This is the one that really took off. I love getting these oversold. These stocks sell off on over emotion, and then we get the bounce, the recovery, usually 6 to 8%. And already right now, this is about 3.5 points off where it triggered. Now, yeah, we've had some crazy price action, but you shouldn't be watching this. If you're swing trading, you check it, at the beginning of the day, put in your targets, and then forget about it. I look at it at lunch sometimes, and then, I won't look at it again to the end of the day. But this was a solid move here. Real solid. The other one was MGA. This was a 52-week high breakout. And this one set up. And we got a couple points on it, if you got in. And there's a couple more. I don't have all of the charts, but there's, I guess 2 more that that trigger. I think SRPT was working good. URBN, I believe, was doing good. So most of our watch list this week really produced. I just didn't get in like I wanted to. And I do focus more on swing trading in the summer, in the slower times. That's when you could get in, and stocks are going to take a little bit longer to make their move. But you're not in a hurry. It's kind that you can, make money while you're napping. You're not worried about it. You just get the right setup. You manage your risk properly, and you should be in good shape. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. You guys have a great night, great evening, and I will see you first thing in the morning.